welcome to this Friday, December the 8th edition of the Ringside Report. I'm Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Swooty. Smooty, it's Friday, it's December.
Yeah, it's the weekend. Whoop, whoop.
It is, well, almost the weekend. Got any big plans for the weekend? No wrestling this weekend, is there?
No, just rest and relaxation. That's all it is. R&R.
Well, yeah, you got the RR, and then you got the R&R. And, yeah, so there's nothing except... And the Bulls are like 3-19, so you got that going for you.
Well, they're mostly dead, and the Bears are in the ground right now, so...
So we got to wait till March to see a good Chicago team.
Yes, about time. I can't wait for baseball to come back. That's the fun part.
Winter meetings are next week. Hopefully the Cubs have some new players by then.
I hope. They're supposed to get some guy from Tampa Bay, a nice pitcher, Chris Archer, I heard.
Oh, he used to be a Cub. They traded him for Matt Garza back in the day.
Yeah, so Joe Manning wants him because he's a good pitcher and he knows Joe Manning real well.
Yep, Joe Mann was his manager, and Jim Hickey, who's the Cubs' new pitching coach, was his pitching coach just in Tampa. So.
Yeah, so let's recap Smackdown from a wild Smackdown.
Yep, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn comes out, and they pretty much they're going back and forth, and then Sami Zayn goes out to the ramp and says, this is not where Ringside. He was banned from Ringside the week before, and he said, this isn't Ringside. Well, while that was happening, Randy Orton pulled an RKO out of nowhere. Shane McMahon comes out and says it'll be Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn. Later on the night, Kevin Owens will be handcuffed to the rope. Rusev and Aiden English defeat the New Day. They have been added now, Tony. It's now a fatal four-way at Clash of Champions. What are the chances of Rusev and Aiden English walking away with the titles a week from Sunday?
Well, you see Rusev, he did beat Sheamus become United States Champion, longest United States Champion for a while. So it could happen, you never know. But it's 14, so now the Usos, their penitentiary is going to be big this time.
Then we have Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode. Don't happen. It does happen, but Dolph Ziggler attacks both. He's added. It's a triple threat. Tony, where does Dolph Ziggler fit in all this with the Glorious One and Baron Corbin?
This is ridiculous. Dolph Ziggler is running around saying that I'm the guy that ends people's careers. He's done this before, like done it to Jerry Lawler. He did this to AJ Lee. He's done it to a lot of people, but. Dolph needs to end up just hang up the boots and go. He's been there way too long.
Charlotte defeats Tamina, and then Randy Orton defeats Sami Zayn. By the way, Randy Orton and Shane McMahon also announced it will be at Clash of Champions. Randy Orton and a partner of his choosing going up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
It's already been announced. They already announced.
I know it happened during the show. And Shinsuke Nakamura makes the attacks. Comes out and makes the save, and it is Orton and Nakamura versus Owens and Zayn. Then, after that happens, they go to the office. It's Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, and Daniel Bryan goes, "It's over now, right? You're done?" He says, "No. I'm the special guest referee for this match," meaning Shane McMahon. And this match, if Owens and Zayn lose, they are done. Tony, we talked about, you called me before we taped earlier today, and I'm going to say it again. I think Daniel Bryan is going to turn on Shane McMahon.
Well, I was thinking about that, but I'm thinking also, don't forget, Daniel Bryan, remember, he's still recovering from a neck injury. But, as you know in the past, Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he got dropped in his head by Owen Hart, the late great Owen Hart at SummerSlam 97, he really pile-drived him. Stone Cold wrestled with a broken neck, but they wouldn't let him wrestle for a while, but he wrestled. But I think Daniel Bryan should come back and wrestle, but I don't know. I think Daniel Bryan should just stay as the general manager and not wrestle because he can't. I don't think it should happen. I think Shane McMahon's way over his head.
Yeah. That's SmackDown 205 Live. Cedric Alexander defeats Noam Dar. Brian Kendrick defeats Grand Metalik. And Rich Swann defeats Tony Nese. Of course, Rich Swann will face Drew Gulak this Monday night on Raw to determine the number one contender for the Cruiserweight title. And Enzo wasn't on 205 Live, so I was excited as hell.
Well, this will lead up to the holiday week on USA.
Yes, it will. We'll get more.
And also, I believe this is the second Tribute to the Truth for the second year in a row, I believe.
The second year, no Slammies. Tribute to the Troops will be Thursday.
No, they're going to do Slammies Monday night. I believe they're doing Slammies Monday night.
No, they would have announced it. This is the second year they're not doing them.
They They need to get rid of some of this stuff. I think the Slammies were pretty cool.
I know.
But I think they should have them the night before WrestleMania. Make it a little more interesting.
Well, they should. They should get rid of the Hall of Fame. They don't need to induct 1 million people every year.
No. I think they should do is during the Slammies have like a Hall of Fame table.
Yeah, they should do the Slammies and then induct one person.
No, like they did back in '96 with the they should do the Hall of Fame before the Survivor Series, like at the hotel, whatever it is, and don't tape it.
Yep. Okay, we'll see what happens. We're going to take a time out and come back. We're going to recap Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. On this day, Smoothie, 2007 or 8, Chris Jericho won Superstar of the Year. Do you know what year that was?
I think it was 2008, I believe.
Was that the year when he was world champion and he was tag team champions with Big Show?
Yeah, that
was a good run. And I believe he came back. I believe he defended his world title against Undertaker or John Cena. No, he lost to John Cena that year, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost to Cena at Survivor. But the year before that, he threw Shawn Michaels through a plate glass Geritron.
Yes, he did. And then didn't he get thrown through the Geritron just last year or this year by Kevin Owens?
Last year by Kevin Owens.
Interesting.
The friendship.
Tony, some news. Ronda Rousey soon to sign a deal with WWE. Looks like she'll be at WrestleMania. Now, she was at WrestleMania 31, I believe, when she attacked Stephanie, didn't she? Or hurt her hand?
Yeah.
So, it looks like she's going to be in a match now. Are you excited to finally get a chance to see Ronda Rousey in a WWE ring?
Wake me up when the next match starts. I'll be napping for that match. That is the stupidest thing ever. It's just like when Brock Lesnar came back to WWE. It's like
it's entertaining though. And you want to hear another rumored match for WrestleMania?
Hang on, before you do that, I want to see her face that woman from whatchamacallit.
That's her teammate.
Well, I want to see
Shayna Baszler?
Yeah.
How about Sonya Deville? She's an MMA fighter.
Sonya Deville, yeah, that would be good. But we'll see. What's your announcement?
A rumored match for WrestleMania: Batista versus Goldberg.
Oh, good lord!
Tony, you like all these matches, you buffoon.
I'll be the John sleeping on that one. I think another match should be you versus you versus Scott Beatty. The loser's got to wear a dress.
Oh, sweet. Smoothie, speaking of that, shout out to Trash Bag Wrestling. They not only nailed Jimmy and Freedom, they got Frankie DeFalco this week, too.
That's good, because, like I said, nobody still watches this shit.
And Tony, speaking of you saying that, on Wednesday's episode, this year, I think, had the most views in 3 hours. Thank you, Tony, for hating on the show that you're still on for 4 more months.
Woohoo!
What is our date today? The 8th? We're 4 months from WrestleMania today, by the way.
Hey, we're supposed to quit. We're supposed to quit this week, but hey, we got some announcements. There you go.
And plus, Raw and Smackdown tickets went on sale this week. NXT got on sale next week. Our WrestleMania trip's pretty much all set.
Yeah, thank God there's no more wrestling shows because Frankie's got a show this Friday coming up, and then SSW's got their show the 17th.
I'll be there on commentary.
And mostly the losers from Power Entertainment, since they don't watch this, they're showing until like January 6th in Franklin Park.
Tony, be a good boy. Hey Tony, you support them, don't trash them.
Well,
let's go through these stuff. We got a recap.
You're all the old dinosaurs.
Ringside. Ring of Honor. Marty Scurll defeats the Beer City Bruiser. Ring of Honor tag titles. The Motor City Machine Guns defeat the Kingdom. And then Flip Gordon defeats Adam Page. For NXT, Andreas Giannomis comes out, celebrates. He's the new NXT champion. There's going to be a Fatal 4-Way in 2 weeks, I believe. The winner of that Fatal 4-Way is going to get a chance to face Andreas Giannomis at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. There's going to be There's two Fatal 4-Way qualifiers on this show. First one, Killian Dane defeats Trent Seven. Then we have Sonya Deville defeated Ruby Riott. And then the second Fatal 4-Way qualifier, Cassius Ohno was supposed to go up against the Velveteen Dream. He is hurt, was unable to compete. Johnny Gargano steps in and gets the victory. So far we got Killian Dane versus Johnny Gargano versus 2 Unknown for a #1 contender match for the NXT Championship. So that is that. We're gonna take a. You have anything to say, Tony? Or are we going to break?
Well, like I was gonna say, it's there are 5 NXT takeovers next year.
Tony, I have not seen any report of Chicago yet. I don't know where you got that info.
CBSSports.com, look it up.
Okay, well, we're going to take a timeout. Until then, we're going to take a timeout. We don't report fake news here. We're not CNN.
Would you stop?
When we come back, we're going to discuss Ringside Report number 17, or moment number 17, and let's just say it was a pie in the face. We'll be right back. On this date, Smoothie, CM Punk won Superstar of the Year. I'm not sure what year that was.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing 12. I'm going to guess 2012. 11?
Yeah, that's when he made fun of John Laurinaitis.
But was that 11 or 12?
11, because 2 weeks later he shows up in Chicago where Laurinaitis starts.
I remember that was my first Monday Night Raw I've ever went to. John Laurinaitis came out to the CM Punk's theme song.
You bastard! I was there too.
Me and Katie, my ex-girlfriend, got us tickets.
Oh,
I thought we were sitting beautiful seats. We were sitting behind the entranceway.
Yeah, I got the good seats, but I was in section 216. Yeah, the best view was for Ryan. This is the best view ever. Okay, I went to excuse me, Elimination Chamber 2012. I sat 3rd row ringside behind the Spanish announce table. Lauren Ass and his girlfriend are sitting in the upper deck watching. I'm like,
we were upper deck. Hey, we were upper deck front row. I enjoyed it straight on. Beautiful seats.
Like, who the hell is that ant way up there?
Oh, shut up, Tony.
There he is.
I don't pay $1 million for seats. I'm content with the upper deck.
That was only $150, by the way.
That's too much. I could pay that for 4 tickets. Anyway, Ringside Report moment number 17. Folks, we've had so many good ones. We're proud to announce that we are off Christmas and New Year's week. We will return January the 8th. Tony, let me get a promo in without your mouth going. Now, with that, we're going to give you an update. Of course, we've had 34 moments. We're going to be up to 15 by then. And of course, like Tony says, no one watches this show. So, as no one watches it, we're going to have a recap of moment number 34 through 15 to catch you up on the best moments, as we'll have done the final 15 going into WrestleMania week. So we will have all 34 34 through 15 full moments debuting on Tuesday, December 26th, and running through the first week of January. So Tony, we will still be on for the holidays, somewhat.
So while people are opening their presents, watching the Cavaliers and Warriors play,
and drinking some cocoa,
eggnog, getting your breakfast in, getting ready for Monday Night. The fans will be traveling to Chicago to get ready for Monday Night Raw, Christmas night, live at the Allstate Arena.
And since my niece and nephew don't watch this show like everyone else, well, that is their Christmas present. They'll find out Christmas morning that we're going to Raw and SmackDown.
I guarantee when you snap that picture, they're going to be out like a light.
They are going. I got my niece wanted the Naomi shirt, Feel the Glow, and Braden wanted Finn Balor. I got them both in the matching sunglasses, so
we gotta get something for New Orleans. We gotta get something cool.
And I will, because Bristol's birthday's the 6th of April, and we will be in New Orleans, so I gotta find something extra special.
We should do it, because the NXT TakeOver New Orleans is April 6th, so we gotta wish her a happy birthday while we're in New Orleans.
We will. Okay, let's go to the new moment. Now, speaking of all that, now we got all the way and wasting a bunch of time. It's now time for moment number 17. And of course, last year I had to lose weight, and I unfortunately lost my bet. So what I had to do was, in our Orlando hotel room, had to take pies to the face. Well, folks, let's relive that infamous history. As the first one was a tribute to Robin Williams, the rest was just me slamming pies in my face at 2 in the morning in Orlando, Florida. Let's take a look. I'm Ryan. That's Smoothie. Yeah. I was supposed to get to 215 pounds, or 200 pounds. I didn't. Every pound I was over. I take a pie. Well, I am 15 pounds over. So I gotta take 5 today, 5 on Wednesday, 5 on Friday. That's how I get to spend my vacation. So I decided, instead of me doing all these to my face, because it's hard to pie yourself, the king of controversy is gonna pie me. So Tony, pop a squat.
And when you do the first pie, you have to do it for Robin Williams. You have to do the Mrs. Doubtfire.
I was gonna tell you.
Hello!
And this light is...
It sucks, I know.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, we got a light and we can see it right.
We got light.
Hey, here's pie in your eyes.
Don't move! It's my natural...
Don't move!
Wait, the first one I'm gonna do on my own in a tribute to Robin Williams.
Alright, do it then, do it. Get away from
For you, Robin.
Get away from you.
Hello! I'm gonna smell whipped cream for a week. That's one. That was very cold.
Jennifer Davis, this is for you, brother. Here's number 3. Here's pie in your eyes. Here's number 4. And the 5th one, in tribute to...
Don't go on top of my head.
Oh, I won't. I'm not gonna do that. In tribute to the wrestlers you treated like crap.
Just for Scott Beatty.
Oh.
That's day 1. Smody, it took me a whole frickin' day to get the smell of whipped cream out of my nose.
Remember the classic moment? We got the whipped cream at a fucking Walgreens, and then we
Target.
put it in the Target. We put it in the fridge. About 6 hours later, the fucker froze.
Every time I forgot who I was telling that story to. It might have been Brandon. I'm like, every time we put something in the fridge, it froze.
It froze because we all of a sudden it's rock hard and we're trying to figure out like what that it's like.
And then Tony, to make us sound even more gay, he yells out the hotel the door. He yells, "What am I supposed to do with the whipped cream?" Does that not make it sound like me and you are having a love fest in our hotel room?
That was one of the greatest moments ever, but still the best moment in WrestleMania for mine was in Dallas when I was with the 2 guys from Minnesota.
Yeah, me and Brandon couldn't find you, and there you're sitting and sucking in the hot tub with two guys from Minnesota that want WrestleMania there and still haven't gotten it.
I don't know. I don't think they ever got it. We were talking about Wolves and they were like, "Come on, season ticket."
But anyway, that is moment number 17. We'll have one next week and the week after. Next week's will be when we had Scott Beatty invaded the wrap-up for Hell in a Cell 2016, and we had some uninvited guests from the Broth Stop.
I remember that. It was a drunk
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
I love it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Everyone, have a great weekend. Monday, we're going to recap Impact, preview Raw and SmackDown. Raw's from Cleveland. SmackDown's from...
You said it, prick.
I said what?
You said it, prick. You said prick.
Imprick, you know, same thing. Impact. Preview Raw, preview SmackDown, Cleveland, and Tony, where's SmackDown?
Columbus, Ohio. We're going to Columbus, Ohio.
Shit. I hate Ohio.
Yes, we're going to Ohio, yes. You gotta go.
Anyway, everyone enjoy. Well, everyone have a great weekend. There's nothing going on. Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday yesterday. My nephew Braden, it was his golden birthday. He turned 7. I got him a Dean Ambrose action figure. He's big into action figures. I got him at his birthday parties tomorrow. What?
He's a lunatic fringe. As they say, ba-da-da-da-da,
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba next Friday. For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.